I'm going to show how to can using the Presto digital pressure canner. The following is what comes in the box: a quick start guide for pressure canning and water bath canning, a complete manual with instructions and recipes, registration information, canning rack, and the canner body. You will find more contents within the canner body. On the lid, you will find instructions on how to open. First, turn the knob counterclockwise and lift. Next, rotate the cover counterclockwise to unlock. Then, lift the cover and set aside. Be sure to remove the instruction sticker at this time. Next, lift out the inner pot. Remove the yellow package found within. Within this package, you will find a detachable power cord and the regulator. Finally, unpack the pot and set aside. Here's an explosion diagram to show you all the parts. The following shows how to use the digital pressure canner. I will be using the quick start guide for the pressure canning method. I will also be using the terms labeled on the display image. Start by setting up your canning station and preparing the food that you will be canning. For this project, I will be canning French green beans. Begin by setting the canner on a solid surface. Install the removable power cord in this manner. Then insert the pot into the canner body. Place the canning rack with its feet down in the base of the pot. Then fill with 3 quarts of water up to the fill line. Next, plug the canner into an outlet. Pressure can will flash on the display. Then press the control knob to select the pressure can mode. 010 will flash on the screen. This is a preset time of 10 minutes. Rotate the control knob to adjust the processing time for your recipe. This recipe will call for 20 minutes of processing time. Verify this time by pressing the control knob or by pressing the advance button. Insert jars will appear on the display. Next, fill clean jars half full of water and place them on the canning rack as seen here. Then place the lid on the canner and lock into place. Now lower the sensor arm and turn the green latch clockwise to lock it into place. Note, you do not want the regulator on at this point. The steam pipe should be open to air. Next, press the advance button. The warm light will light up on the display. The warming phase will take approximately 20 minutes. At this time, complete the food preparation. When the warming phase is done, the canner will beep twice, and filled jars will light up on the display. The food preparation should be complete and ready to put into jars. Next, unlock and lift the sensor arm and remove the lid. Using jar lifters, lift out 1 jar at a time. Discard the water from the jar in a sink and then fill it with food according to the recipe. Once filled, use the jar lifters to place on the canning rack and repeat this process with the other jars. Next, place the cover on the canner and lock. Lower the sensor arm and lock it into place as well. Then press the Advanced button. The heat light will light up on the display. Once the proper temperature is reached, the vent light will light up, as well as 010 on the display. This is a 10-minute countdown allowing the canner to vent. When the countdown is finished, the unit will start beeping, and Put Regulator On will light up on the display. Select the regulator, and using a pot holder, place the regulator on the vent pipe. Press down and rotate until the regulator points to the can position. Then press Advance to advance to the canning phase. Can will light up on the display. At this point, the air vent cover lock will lift into place once the required amount of pressure has been reached. Next, the processing time that was set in Phase 1 will appear. In this case, it was set for 20 minutes. Once the required canning temperature is reached, the unit will beep twice and canning will appear on the display screen. When the processing time expires, the canner will beep 4 times and cool will light up on the display. The length of the cool down will depend on the canner load and may take up to an hour and a half. During the last 10 minutes of cooling, 010 will light up on the display. The progress bar will scroll from right to left to indicate the unit is cooling. When the time expires, the unit will beep 10 times and Done will light up on the display. Then, press and hold the Cancel button for 3 seconds. Next, wait for the air vent cover lock to drop. Once dropped, the lid can be removed. Remove the jars using a jar lifter and place them on a dry towel. Allow them to completely cool for 12 to 24 hours before storing.